Hi, I'm Soren Kaplan. The Kubler-Ross Change Curve is an important model because it demonstrates the different phases of change that a person goes through individually as well as a group of people might go through in an organization or community or even society as a big transformation or change happens. The first step is denial. Denial essentially is when you rationalize that the change isn't happening, or you look for data that refutes the change so that you don't have to recognize that something is about to change. The next step is anger. So anger basically means there's some recognition that something is happening, but that you look for someone to blame and you hold on to resentment and anger that something's happening. The next step, when you start to accept that there is some change happening, is bargaining. And so initially you're engaging with the change, you recognize this is happening, but you try to find alternatives or middle grounds or figure out how to navigate the change in a way that's not as impactful as it could be otherwise. And then you have depression. Depression is basically recognizing this thing is happening and I may not have much control or influence over it and I have to accept it. And so you end up with low mood, lacking energy sometimes. And then finally, you get acceptance. So you essentially move through those different phases to get to a place where you recognize the change is happening. I acknowledge that things are going to be different and I'm going to ideally embrace the change. So from an individual standpoint, a lot of people go through this curve. From an organizational standpoint, and a lot of people will go through this curve together. And your job in change management or human resources or training is to help people move as quickly as possible through this curve and then essentially accept the change and understand how they can be part of it and drive it and how it'll benefit them and the organization. Boom. That is the Kubler-Ross Change Curve.